What's up, Raiders? It's your boy Groovinator here, and as you know, it was CinemaCon 2019 was just recently. There's been a lot of news coming out of there, and I've been covering very closely anything and everything to do with Terminator Dark Fate, because that's something that I'm extremely interested in. I don't think it's going to be a good movie, but for this channel, I am definitely going to go see this movie because I want to cover it for you guys. I've already made my decision. No matter how bad the news is, no matter how cringeworthy it becomes, I'm going to force myself to go and sit through this thing no matter how it turns out. At this point, I have absolutely zero expectations of the movie, so I don't know if it'll be good or not. Based on the last three movies, I'm going to say it was probably bad because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. So that's the thing, all right? But anyway, right here, and I'm going to be covering Terminator extensively on this channel, so if these things bother you, you may want to click elsewhere. But let's see what they got to say. This is from IO9. This is probably one of my least favorite websites out there. The Terminator Dark Fate footage we saw featured some serious cyborg upgrades. So, okay, here's Mackenzie Davis, and it says right here, Mackenzie Davis is the, Mackenzie Davis is the Kyle Reese protector character in Terminator Dark Fate. I don't know what this is supposed to be. All I know is that it frightens me. Like, seriously, this right here, this image frightens me more than the T-1000. Anyways, Rise of the Machines, Salvation, and Genesis do not exist. Paramount's upcoming Terminator Dark Fate is a direct sequel to Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and Judgment Day Alone, which raises a lot of questions considering that film ended with John Connor alive, the T-800 Terminator gone, and the world all but saved. At CinemaCon 2019, the first footage from the upcoming film, directed by Tim Miller, debuted. It was about 5 minutes long, comprised of two larger scenes, and then a bit of sizzle on the end. And, of course, it included looks at Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger, as well as new cast members Mackenzie Davis, Natalie Reyes, Gabriel Luna, Diego Boneta. What it didn't include, any answers as to how it's all possible. The setting is Mexico City. We see a bridge at night, but the environment starts to change. Something is coming. Then that Terminator electricity, someone is coming from the future. The iconic blue ball appears, but it's only halfway to the road. Then it opens. The person inside falls from the sky, hits the bridge pillars on the way down, and smashes into the ground. A man and a woman who have been making out on a car under the bridge are startled, so they walk over to the naked female body, which is the character played by Mackenzie Davis. The couple helps her up and carries her to the car, and then the police arrive. The couple explains this person just fell from the sky, but the cop doesn't believe them. Oh yeah, I love when it rains naked ladies, he says, as he's arresting the man. However, when the officer touches Davis, she wakes up. We see her point of view, which isn't exactly Terminator vision, but is definitely something mechanical. She notices the cop's gun and immediately goes down on the police. Goes to town. Wow, I really screwed that sentence up. She notices the cop's gun and immediately goes to town on the police, smashing one officer. They should probably reword this because it just comes off dirty. Throwing another, it doesn't look like she kills anyone, but she completely neutralizes like 4 officers. The couple who'd been hiding thank her for saving them. Don't thank me yet, Davis says, as she studies the size of her foot versus the man's. Cut to her in the man's clothes driving away in the car. The next scene is on the bridge. A black ooze, very much like the T-1000, but darker and grimier, is reforming into the new Terminator played by Gabriel Luna. Oh, wow. He's after a young woman played by Natalie Reyes, who is being protected by Davis's character. Davis says, when they start to kill me, you run. To the girl, who is they? Well, it's the new Terminator. His power is to split and become a second whole Terminator, which looks like a black endoskeleton. At that moment, a truck speeds into the scene. It does an aggressive slide, and out pops Sarah Connor, who has a huge-ass gun. She films the human... Who the fuck writes it like this? She fills the human-looking Terminator with shells, much like the did at the end of Terminator 2, and then takes a bazooka off her back and uses it to blow the shit out of the endoskeleton Terminator. Who the fuck is that, asks the girl. I don't know, says Davis. Then the footage moved into more of a montage with a kind of slow guitar version of the Terminator score playing over it. One scene showed some kind of plane carrying a Humvee and Davis's character holding on for dear life. We see Arnold Schwarzenegger's character on a helicopter shooting a plane from the air. In another scene, he jumps down and smashes out a windshield to save someone. There are some scenes in the future after Judgment Day with helicopters flying, people fighting, cyborgs, and one of those people looks like Mackenzie Davis. There's just a lot of action involving all the characters. Finally, it goes back to the bridge scene. Sarah Connor pulls out a grenade and drops it off a bridge. As it's in the air, she says to Davis and Reyes, "I'll be back," and walks as the grenade explodes. Oh, God. Wow, this is so cringy. So what does this footage tell us? Well, I'll tell you what it tells us. It tells us that this movie is cringy as fuck. Davis is basically the Kyle Reese character there to protect this young girl. Is she a Terminator? It was unclear. But she was definitely somehow enhanced. Who is the girl? We don't know. How is Schwarzenegger's T-800 back? We don't know. How is Sarah Connor involved? Again, we don't know. All we really know is that a new Terminator can split in two, giving himself an endoskeleton doppelganger, and he's there to kill Reyes' character. I've been burned by overexcitement for the last two Terminator movies, so I'm trying to keep things on an even keel here. That's fair. But there's little doubt about that seeing Sarah Connor back on the big screen, blowing shit up, coupled with the new mean Terminator, is pretty damn exciting. So, yeah, I don't know what to think about this. All I know is that this is the character, and I said this, I called it out. This is the character that we're going to be spending most of our time with, is this person right here. So, if she doesn't delight the audience, it's not going to work. I don't like the idea of Sarah Connor saying, "I'll be back." I'm sorry, these are just little things that just, I don't... This person here, Jermaine Lucier, is a horrible writer, by the way. I'm sorry. This thing feels like it was written by a 12-year-old. It's really like just bad grammar all around. It says the guy that always mangles everything he reads. But anyway, I do know how to write when I want to. But yeah, so I don't like this idea of them making this. This is the Kyle Reese, come with me if you want to live. I don't know what to think about it. Like I said, I am going to see it. I'm definitely going to cover this movie in depth. I will review it for you guys. I will suffer for my art. It'll be the first Terminator movie I've went to go see since T3. So, like I said, I'm not looking forward to it. I have absolutely zero expectations. But I am predicting that this one's going to have a 50-50 split as far as critiques go. I don't think it's going to completely nail it as much as they think it's going to. So, we'll see. I have been wrong before, but I'm making my prediction now. I'm saying 50-50 split. All right? What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Make sure you check out my end credits. I've updated my information for our Twitter account and Twitch and Facebook and all that good stuff. I have a Patreon now if you guys want to leave a couple of notes or drop a couple of coins in the fun basket. I don't really have it all set up yet, but I will have it set up soon. I'll announce something when it happens. Let's get a conversation going. Drop some comments. Make sure you subscribe and hit like button or dislike button, whichever applies to you. You guys have yourselves a groovy day. This is the Groovinator signing out. Peace.